Rufus! Ah, there you are. Ready for shishash?
Janosch, there really isn't a whole lot of room on the trawler, and,
Yes, it's a shame I can't come. I would love to fight on the front line, side by side like way back then.
way back then?
Well, early today then, but alas, it's not possible. I have a mission of my own.
Uh-huh, well, that takes precedence, of course.
At this point, our organization is simply not large enough to take on the Organon.
You think so?
Therefore, I too will travel to Porto Fisco. I'm in contact with the group there that has also taken up the fight against oppression. The passage is already booked. We are going to establish the resistance shell north, right under the nose of the Organon. How does that sound?
Good luck.
Thanks. By the way, I must ask you a favor in this context. When you are in Porto Fisco, you must definitely pay us a visit. I'm certain that people will want to meet the spiritual father of the movement.
We'll see.
Here, you're going to need this.
What is it?
We have agreed on a new secret knock.
Well, the old one was a piece of crap.
Exactly. Nobody was really able to memorize it.
You know, Janosch, I've really got to go.
Yes, time for you to leave. Adventure is calling!
So it is. It's calling, will you finally shut up, you numbskull?
At last? What kept you?
We'll never catch up to the submersible this way.
It's not my fault. I was harassed by some bum.
Where are we going anyway?
My Donna self mentioned Porto Fisco, so that's where we should go.
I think we should first try to locate the signal from the submersible. I seem to remember there's a radio mast on Isla Watchet. Perhaps I can manipulate the transmitter so that our sonar will recognize the signature of the submersible.
By then, Donna will be long gone. No thanks.
I say Isla Watchet.
Bozo is the captain, and he wants to go to Fisco too, right?
We can head for the polar ice cap as far as I'm concerned. Just as long as you finally agree on something.
Enough! I will decide where we're going.
Rufus, those aren't the navigation controls. That's my ear hair remover.
Ah.
We should visit Porto Fisco first. We should visit Porto Fisco first.
What? That's supposed to be the pole? Lonzo puts more ice in the drinks when he wants to save alcohol. What a disappointment. This could be useful. I'll take it. Wow, the last time I could see the stars this clearly in Kuvak, I was 9. I probably shouldn't have removed the filter from the town's trash-burning generator. I could really use a torch like that, but to get it, I'll need something to melt the ice. Some sort of, I don't know, portable fire. Bummer. The sign is bigger than the pole. lousy weather. We should make sure we finish up here as quickly as possible. The crust on my overcoat is starting to dissolve. Here's a tank for diesel. Ouch! Ah! As long as the generator is on, it's too hot to fiddle with. I'll have to put it out of commission somehow. This is the perfect place to fill containers with water or to be hit by lightning. Well then, let's do it. Ow! The radio mast seems to mock the lightning, and that seems to make the lightning even angrier. Stupid weather. They would just melt. I'm already wondering how come they last so long.
Ah, Rufus. Found any trace of that submersible yet?
I'm working on it. And you're really sure you can put Goal back together?
Of course. I just need the third cartridge.
The one that's in Donna's implant.
Exactly. The rest will be child's play. Although the sea is anything but calm, perhaps I should think about adding some stabilizers to the bone saw. Would you happen to know if Goal is a hemophiliac?
I know you can do it. Have you got any idea how we might capture Donna?
I suggest we travel to Isla Watchet. There's an old radio mast there. If we modify the transmitter just a little, we might be able to track the submersible.
Isla Watchet. Now that sounds inviting.
I hope you're wearing your long johns. The island lies in the center of a permanent storm system.
Oh, come on. I'm not afraid of a little bit of weather.
But you should be. Remember, you'll be working on electrical installations on top of a radio mast in a thunderstorm.
Oh, so what? You wouldn't believe all the hazard warnings I've ignored so far. I went to the radio mast. The transmitter is broken.
How do you know?
Well, I found it lying at the foot of the radio antenna. It's fried.
So it is. You're right.
Oh, I know a fried piece of electronics when I see one.
Even when your signature is missing?
Can you repair it?
I already did.
Well, why did you take so long?
Mainly because of the lollipop stick that was stuck between the contacts. At any rate, the device is working now. All you need to do is mount it at the top of the radio mast.
Easy peasy. I can't get up the radio mast.
Can't help you there, I'm afraid. I've been working on a remedy for flat feet for years, but I can't get my hands on enough donated organs.
My feet aren't flat. It's the lightning. Every time I climb the mast, one of those meteorological bullies shows up and knocks me over the head.
Every time? You're more likely to win the lottery.
That would be more fun. What are we doing here again?
The transmitter has been modified. You just have to install it on the radio mast.
All right. I'll carry on then.
Keep me posted. But what are you doing there?
I'm extending the range of the radar.
But not like that. The transmitter has to go back on the radio mast.
Oh, yeah? And how do you explain that?
That could be due to the mushrooms in the casserole.
Even though I scraped those fresh off the bow?
But what are you doing?
I mean, oh, even though all shipshape.
Actually, the correct address would be Captain.
Yeah, we can talk about your promotion later. First, I've got a couple of questions. Can't this tub go any faster? We'll never catch up to Donna Gold this way.
That's no way to talk about my trawler. She's one of the most reliable freighters on the Rust Red Sea. She may not look like much on the outside, but
But oh, her inner beauty! Sorry, Bozo, but I overheard Tony often enough trying to set up her cousins with someone. I notice right away when someone's trying to sugarcoat a slug.
she's not a slug.
She's big boned, that's all.
What good is the fastest vessel if we don't even know where our target is?
That's beside the point. We used the same fine line to fix up Dottie May and Broomstick Budwin. 4 weeks later, everyone called him Vacuum Hose Budwin. So, what do we know now?
I think Goal is right. We should visit Porto Fisco first.
I don't know. That's where Janosch was headed too.
But that's good. He might be able to help us.
In what way? Is the indentation in your chair not wide enough? Or do you need someone who sorts your chip crumbs by flavor?
You shouldn't underestimate him. In times like these, people will transcend their own limits.
Obviously, he started with his trousers. Do I get to steer too?
I don't know. Do I get to run around like a madman then and get us involved in a series of disasters?
Was that a yes?
That was a go jump in the lake.
What island is this?
Its name is actually Isla Watchet, but the sailors call it the Hellhole.
Oh, sounds exciting.
Not really. The island is really nothing more than another pile of junk protruding from the sea. It's only on the map because of the constant thunderstorms. Sailors should give it a wide berth, so you'd better hurry with your radio mast. The last thing we can use now is a crash.
That may be the last thing you can use. The last thing I can use is red beets and advice. Red beets and advice. Back to...
Hey, I'm still the captain of this ship.
Say what? This is outright scrutiny.
Mutiny. No screw.
Just stay focused, sailor. Just because there's a woman on board, we must not allow our thoughts to wander. All shipshape, mate?
Actually, the
Yeah, we can talk first. Back to... So, that's Porto Fisco, the former metropolis of the Rust Red Sea. A real dump, even by Deponian standards. And what is that awful stench? Huh, that reminds me of my superb trick with the field kitchen. He seems somehow familiar. Looks like the Organon has sealed off the city. I would call that a challenge. Unfortunately, I have other problems at the moment. You got lucky, Organon. Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
I'm bored. Didn't you promise me adventure and extreme maneuvers?
I didn't make any promises I actually meant to keep. What's that funky smell?
I hope it isn't you.
No, I think it's coming from that guy over there.
That's what I would have said in your place.
Yeah, to distract suspicion away from you.
Why should I? I smell fantastic.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah? It's that guy back
it's
there.
that bum over
Subject
there,
closed.
no doubt. I wonder who lives in that tent up there.
Probably another poor lunatic.
Yeah, lots of those around here.
Roughly 3 per trawler.
No sign of Donna Goal.
You aren't really making much of an effort, are you?
Hey, I'm saving my energy for upcoming challenges.
And what if the challenges don't come?
Trust me, they're on their way. They're massing for a surprise attack. In the end, all our plans will be foiled, and nothing but an extremely risky coup can save us.
And it always works like that?
Every time.
Cool.
On we go.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Come in, Rufus. I have been expecting you.
Excellent. My reputation precedes me.
Not at all. The crystal ball. Tell me of your arrival.
And it even knows my name?
Actually, I heard you humming your name in the entrance. But no matter. You are late, Rufus.
I was held up.
Yes, I also predicted that.
Which, strictly speaking, makes no sense.
One more thing. I am going to greatly resent that you stealing my bananas.
Are you some sort of psychic?
I possess the third eye, yes, but I don't practice anymore.
Then I dumped the coffee grounds on the carpet in the anteroom for nothing?
Well, times have changed. Today, if you don't want to end up getting burnt at the stake, you're better off keeping dark forebodings to yourself. That's why I switch to couples counseling.
Say what? You foresaw that you would foresee bad times, and so you gave up fortune-telling?
No, I give up my job in time. Therefore, I will never foresee bad times. And what will never happen cannot be foreseen. However, I did foresee that I would give up my job for this reason.
I kind of wish I was back with Doc's time anomalies. You do couples counseling now?
Yes. For some reason, people are more receptive to bad news when it comes to their relationships.
Can you predict the lottery numbers?
I could.
Oh, come on. Tell me the lottery numbers.
No.
Will I succeed in saving the world?
The future is not yet written, Rufus, except in my journal, of course. I will be very busy next month, so I get a little ahead of myself.
Why do you live in a tent?
My customers expect a mystical ambience. It is also practical. In the event of a catastrophe, I can pack all my belongings together in a matter of minutes.
Wait, what sort of catastrophe?
Oops. The fabric of time is in constant motion. A veil lies across the future.
No.
Uncertainty plays naked on the bongos. There is no gasoline for Satinav's chainsaw. Ooh.
Hey, don't change the subject. What sort of catastrophe?
Ooh.
Oh, darn it. I don't want your bananas.
You will steal them nevertheless, believe me.
I don't want to bother you any longer.
I have seen it otherwise. Ah, the time of the great
Banana heist has come, as was foreseen.
You underestimate me. I can fight it. No way. My fate is in my own hands. Although they do look very useful.
Go on. Accept your fate.
No, never.
Go on. Take them. Help yourself.
No!
Ha 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 ha! That's the way. Submit to your fate.
Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
I'm bored.
You coming with me to the fortune teller? He lives in the tent.
A fortune teller? No way, forget it. Why should I let some random imposter tell me where I'm going?
Hey, I don't believe in that stuff either.
I meant you.
Oh. On we go.
I hope... Baby goal!
What was that?
That's my new jingle.
Needs a little bass if you ask me. Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
And how? Isn't it fantastic here?
Yeah, well, if you're into squalor.
I think it's wonderful.
Says the woman with brain damage. You coming with me to the fortune teller? He lives in the tent.
Ah, fortune teller. Wow. What are we waiting for? Last one, there's a rotten egg. Next year already?
So it is written. It's because of the head. Heralds need to breathe too. Oh, there he is.
Hey, what were you two talking about?
Nothing. Let us begin. So, what do you want?
How do I prevent Goal from marrying Cletus?
What? You aren't a couple? This is couples counseling. I only answer questions relating to your partnership.
Oh, yeah. Let me rephrase that. What does our future together look like?
Tricky. I should ask the bowl. I see. That you still have a long, difficult path before you.
Before us? Don't you mean behind us? Are you holding the ball the right way around?
I think so. At any rate, there is an arrow on the bottom. This side up, it says here.
Oh, wow, Rufus. So there's still a long road ahead of us. That's great, as long as we're together.
Will we find Donna Goal in time?
I don't understand what this has to do with your relationship.
Let me rephrase that. Are we going to survive all this?
I don't understand.
Let me rephrase. Will Goal and I ever really get together?
A good question. I see. You will undergo painful changes. Before you get together, you both must first come to terms with yourselves.
Wow. Have you ever thought about selling embroidered pillows? They would sell like hotcakes.
What does the future hold for our health?
I see. Oh my goodness. That is terrible. How can anyone survive that?
What? What do you see?
You don't want to know. Believe me, I must urgently advise you to stay as far away from each other as possible.
Never! We will always be there for each other, won't we, Rufus?
What will happen to Deponia?
I don't understand what...
Let me rephrase that. Where will we grow old together? On Elysium?
Well, that should be simple to answer. I see. Huh? What's wrong? The ball suddenly went dark. Very strange.
That must be because the ball is showing scenes that aren't suitable for youngsters. Or we're taking a romantic walk at night. In any case, it's a good sign. I'm sure of it.
And, what are this week's lottery numbers?
I don't understand.
Let me rephrase. This is all humbug. You're holding the ball upside down.
I'm afraid not. Here, you are welcome to take a look for yourself.
Where have you dragged me to this time? And who's that with the pipe?
That's the seer.
Seer?
Him, actually.
Oh, I sense a new aura.
And you're about to sense a whole lot of pain. I'm not interested in listening to some esoteric hippy-dippy nonsense.
It's more like couples counseling.
Like what?
Come on, it'll be fun. And I was about to ask a new question. What was that about our future together again?
I see. That you still have a long, difficult path before you.
This is humbug. Let's get out of here.
Now, just a minute. What was that about our getting together?
Before you get together, you both must first come to terms with yourselves.
This guy is starting to drive me crazy! May I slap him?
Yeah, that would be fun. But hold off on that for a sec. What was that about our health again?
You don't want to know. Believe me, I must urgently advise you to stay as far away from each other as possible.
That's enough. I can't take any more of this.
What?
How about now? Do you still see great suffering? You should. It is coming right towards you.
Oh, wait a moment. That was only a cramp. I am getting too old for this yoga thing. Of course, everything will be wonderful, provided you pay attention to your blood pressure.
Huh. I already feel much calmer.
What was that about our sunset years?
I don't know. The ball suddenly went dark.
This has never happened before.
This is humbug. Let's get out of here.
Now, just a minute. Will we be rich? Lottery winner rich?
This is a trick, huh? Well, all right. I'll see if I can perceive anything in the ball. I see that you will be rich.
Oh yeah, I knew it!
Rich in experience. Provided you survive all this.
This guy is starting to drive me crazy! May I slap him?
Yeah, that would be fun. But, hold off on that for a sec. This is all humbug. You're holding the ball upside down.
My word. If I had been forced to listen to that drivel for another second, I would have blown a fuse.
Come see me again soon, but take your time about it.